On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples.
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Theme.
A subject or topic of discourse or artistic representation.
Examples.
Theme park. Central theme. The theme of the novel is the corrupting influence of power.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples.
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Entertainment.
Public shows, films, television, or other performances or activities of enjoying people.
Examples.
An elegant entertainment. Hour of entertainment. The hotel is famous for its entertainment, including the casino.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples.
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Ambush.
The act of hiding and waiting for someone before the sudden attack.
Examples.
Attacking from ambush. Ambush marketing. Armed police officers lay an ambush in front of the criminal's house.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples.
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Atomic.
Of or relating to atom, equals the smallest component of an element.
Examples.
Atomic nucleus. Atomic bomb. Carbon has an atomic mass of 12.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples.
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Unleash.
To suddenly release a strong force, emotion, etc. that cannot be controlled.
Examples.
Unleash a hound. Unleash her anger. The general was still reluctant to unleash his troops in pursuit of an enemy.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples.
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Tween.
A term used to describe a child who is between the ages of 9 and 12, typically in the period of transition from childhood to adolescence.
Examples:
Tween fashion. Tween birthday party. I saw a group of tween girls giggling and taking selfies at the mall.
Arrange.
To plan, prepare for, and carry out something.
Examples:
Arrange the meeting. The list was arranged alphabetically. I need to arrange plans with him for the celebration.
Portion.
One component of a larger entity.
Examples:
The inner portion of the body. Large portion. The rocket's front portion falls off.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Peter.
To fail or lose power, efficiency, or value gradually before coming to an end.
Examples:
Eventually peter out. Begin to peter out. The music just petered out.
Nowadays.
At the current time, in comparison to the past.
Examples:
Young people nowadays. Not to be seen nowadays. People can clone a sheep nowadays.
Download.
To transfer data or files from the internet or computer network to a user's computer or device. Noun, the process of transferring data or information from a remote or central computer to a local computer or device.
Examples:
Download files from the internet. Download the assignment from the website. I need to download the latest update for my computer's operating system.
pH.
A measure of the acidity or alkalinity of a substance, on a scale of 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral, lower values indicating greater acidity, and higher values indicating greater alkalinity.
Examples:
pH value of 7. pH scale. The pH level of this soil is too acidic for these types of plants.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus, Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Uneasy.
Causing or feeling anxiety or discomfort.
Examples:
Have uneasy eyes. Uneasy relationship. He was uneasy about the situation and didn't know what to do.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Enthrall.
To capture or hold someone's attention or interest completely, to captivate or fascinate.
Examples:
Enthrall with beauty. Enthrall the reader. The magician's illusions always managed to enthrall the audience.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Boardroom.
A room where the board of directors of a company or organization meets.
Examples:
Boardroom meeting. Boardroom decision. The corporate boardroom was filled with tense silence as the CEO presented the new plan.
Finance.
The management of money, credit, banking, and investments, especially by a government or commercial organization, the branch of economics that studies the management of money and other assets.
Examples:
Finance Act. Manage my finances. Our company decided to hire an advisor who specializes in finance. Communal. Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool, communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Characterize.
To describe the distinctive nature or features of someone or something. To be a distinguishing feature of.
Examples:
characterize the relationship. Characterize his work. Their love of discovery and exploration often characterizes the adventurous spirit of the explorer.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
march against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Interactive.
Acting reciprocally, mutually responsive.
Examples:
interactive experience. An interactive device. The new video game has an interactive storyline that allows players to make choices that affect the game's outcome.
Cable.
A set of wires covered by plastic or rubber that carries electricity, phone signals, etc. A solid thick rope made of twisted hemp or steel wire.
Examples:
cable television. Coaxial cable. This system uses submarine cables to exchange information between continents.
Herald.
To be a sign or indication of something to come, to proclaim or announce something publicly, often with great enthusiasm or fanfare.
Examples:
herald the news. Herald a new era. The sound of the trumpet heralded the arrival of the king.
Telecom.
A shortened form of telecommunications, the communication of information over long distances through various means such as phones, television, radio, and the Internet.
Examples:
telecom industry. Telecom service providers. The telecom company is planning to launch a new smartphone next month.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Convergent.
Tending to come together or meet at a point, merging or intersecting, characterized by similarities or commonalities, particularly in different fields or areas of knowledge.
Examples:
Convergent beam, convergent thinking. The similarities between the two cultures suggest convergent evolution.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision, telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians, medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd, excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Liquidate.
To settle accounts and pay off debts, often by selling off assets. To eliminate or get rid of something completely.
Examples:
Liquidate debt, liquidate a company. The company had to liquidate its assets due to bankruptcy.
Graduate.
A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree.
Examples:
Graduate degree program, honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers.
Exile.
The state of being forced to leave one's country or home, typically for political or punitive reasons.
Examples:
Exile community, political exile. The exiled king lived in poverty in a foreign country for many years.
Remaining.
Left over or still present after other parts have been used, removed, or destroyed, existing or persisting in a particular state or condition.
Examples:
Remaining time, remaining balance. The remaining supplies were quickly distributed among the survivors of the natural disaster.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll, rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars. A A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Merge.
To combine or integrate things, or to cause this to happen.
Examples:
Merge into a new party. Merge those systems into a new one. This consulting firm decided to merge the two companies into one.
Shed.
To get rid of something as superfluous or unwanted, to cast off hair, skin, horn, or feathers. Noun, an outbuilding with a single story, mainly used for shelter or storage.
Examples:
Shed an old skin. A cow shed. He shed a secret tear when he heard the news of his friend's death.
Capitalize.
To write a whole letter or the first letter of the alphabet as a capital, to provide a company, etc. with the money, to take the chance to gain advantage from something.
Examples:
Capitalize on an interest. Capitalize the first letter of a word. You must capitalize on your full of opportunities to become a professor.
Mast.
A long pole aboard a boat or ship that holds up the sails.
Examples:
Mast height. Built up mast. The main cabin is located in front of the mast.
Successive.
Following one after another in a series or sequence, happening or occurring in continuous or consecutive order, consecutive or sequential in nature.
Examples:
Successive attempts. Successive failures. The team won their 7th successive game, maintaining their winning streak.
Miniature.
Being on a very small scale.
Examples:
Miniature camera. Miniature version. He did complicated pen and ink drawings like medieval miniatures.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Transformation.
A complete change in form, nature, or appearance of someone or something.
Examples:
The transformation of a tadpole into a frog. Cast a transformation spell. Understanding unitary transformations of a normal matrix require considerable mathematical sophistication.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Promenade.
A stroll or walk, often taken in a public place or park, a public place for walking or strolling, often filled with shops or vendors, a dance movement in which the partners move around the floor in a circle or similar pattern.
Examples:
Evening promenade. Promenade in the park. The boardwalk by the beach was a beautiful promenade for tourists and locals alike.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Messiah.
The promised deliverer who God will send to save the Jewish people, as prophesied in the Hebrew Bible.
Examples:
Glorify the Messiah. The arrival of Messiah. Many citizens regard him as a political messiah of the country.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Evangelical.
Relating to or advocating a form of Protestant Christianity that emphasizes personal conversion and faith over religious rituals and central authority within the church.
Examples:
Evangelical mission. Evangelical Christian group. The evangelical pastor delivered a powerful sermon to his congregation.
Absolute.
Perfect or complete, or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples:
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Morbid.
Characterized by a preoccupation with death or unhealthy topics or behaviors, gruesome or disturbing.
Examples:
Morbid fascination. Morbid joke. The decayed and morbid atmosphere of the abandoned house scared her.
Astonishment.
A feeling of very great surprise.
Examples:
Blink in astonishment. Struck with astonishment. They stood rooted in astonishment for a while.
Irrational.
Not based on, or not using reason or clear thinking, mathematics, a real number that cannot be expressed as the ratio of two integers.
Examples:
An irrational request. Irrational numbers. They continued to endure irrational treatment by the dictatorship.
Principal.
Most important, main, or chief.
Examples:
Principal actor. Principal responsible. The principal reason for the company's success is its innovative products.
Accounting.
A system of recording and summarizing financial transactions and analyzing, verifying, and reporting the results.
Examples:
The accounting department. Accounting software. The company hired a new accountant to handle its accounting needs.
Artillery.
Large caliber guns used in warfare, typically operated by a crew and mounted on wheels or in a fixed position. Any military weapons, equipment, or vehicles that are operated by a special branch or unit of the armed forces.
Examples:
Artillery fire. Coastal artillery. The army brought in heavier artillery to break through the enemy defenses.
Morph.
To change or cause to change something or someone smoothly and gradually from one thing to another.
Examples:
Morph into a different shape. Morph into something entirely different. This company morphed into an enterprise company.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Whirlwind.
A very strong wind that moves rapidly in circles and causes a lot of damage.
Examples:
Economic whirlwind. Whirlwind of events. We went on a whirlwind visit to the sightseeing spot.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Jay.
A type of bird that belongs to the crow family and is known for its brightly colored feathers and loud, raucous call.
Examples:
Jay feather, blue jay. I often hear a jay's loud and distinctive call while hiking in the woods.
Naval.
Of or relating to ships, sailors, or the Navy.
Examples:
Naval battles, naval base. The naval officer was responsible for the safety and well-being of the crew on his ship.
Foremost.
Most important, leading, or prominent.
Examples:
Foremost expert. Keep foremost in mind. The foremost priority is the safety of the passengers.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Pioneer.
Inventor, explorer, someone who is among the first to achieve something.
Examples:
Act as a pioneer. Early pioneers. John Whitney was a computer animation pioneer.
Electronics.
The branch of physics and technology that deals with the behavior and control of electrons and the use of electronic devices and systems.
Examples:
Electronics industry. Electronics store. The company specializes in manufacturing and selling cutting-edge electronics.
Considerable.
Large in size, extent, amount, or significance, noteworthy or substantial in importance.
Examples:
Considerable effort. Considerable impact. She was faced with considerable challenges in her new job.
Trepidation.
A feeling of fear, anxiety, or apprehension about something uncertain or unknown, a state of alarm or nervousness that results from anticipating something frightening or dangerous.
Examples:
Trembling with trepidation. Sense of trepidation. She felt trepidation as she approached the podium to give her speech.
Undertake.
To do or begin to do something, such as an enterprise or responsibility.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. Undertake routine duties. Young people in this country should undertake military duties.
Oscilloscope.
An electronic test instrument used to display and analyze electrical waveforms graphically, which displays voltage signals as a two-dimensional plot on a screen, allowing the user to observe the amplitude, frequency, and other characteristics of the signal.
Examples:
Oscilloscope display. Analog oscilloscope. The engineer used a digital oscilloscope to analyze the electrical signal.
Conjunction.
The state of being joined, united, or associated, a part of speech that connects words, phrases, or clauses, such as and, but, while.
Examples.
In conjunction with other agents. Causal conjunction. A conjunction of 3 mistakes caused the accident.
Pentagon.
A flat geometric shape with 5 straight sides and 5 angles, a building in Washington, D.C., that houses the U.S. Department of Defense and is the headquarters of the U.S. military.
Examples.
Equilateral pentagon. Pentagon building. The shape of the building is a distinctive 5-sided pentagon.
Chief.
Most important or primary, noun, a person who is in charge.
Examples.
Chief accountant. Chief events of the year. Mining is a chief source of income for the country.
Admiral.
A high-ranking naval officer commissioned to serve as commander of a fleet or naval station, the commander of a naval force or fleet, a naval officer of high rank.
Examples.
Naval admiral. Respected admiral. Many high-ranking military officials attended the admiral's retirement ceremony.
Bolster.
To support or strengthen, often by adding extra assistance or resources.
Examples.
Bolster confidence. Bolster the economy. The company hired a new advertising agency to bolster its marketing efforts.
Workout.
A session of physical exercise or training.
Examples.
Workout at the health club. Boxing workout. He does a different workout every day to keep things interesting.
Rocket.
A large tube-shaped object that moves very first by a stream of gases let out behind it, used for space travel or as a weapon.
Examples.
Rocket attack against the enemy. Rocket fuel. The rocket launch platform is visible from this hill.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples.
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples.
Average fuel consumption. The consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Instant.
Happening immediately, with no delay.
Examples:
get instant access. An instant reply. His pleasant face turned cold in an instant.
Velocity. The
rate of change of an object's position with respect to time, often measured in meters per second, m/s.
Examples:
initial velocity. High velocity. The velocity of the car was too fast for the road conditions.
Trajectory.
The curved path followed by an object moving through space.
Examples:
career trajectory. A trajectory missile. The company has shown an excellent growth trajectory over the years.
Peak.
The point to which something or someone is at its strongest, best, or most successful, the pointed top of a mountain.
Examples:
at peak hour. The peak current in the circuit. This measurement aims to reduce traffic at peak periods.
Dive.
To jump into the water with your head and arms going in first, or to move down to a deeper level underwater.
Examples:
dive into anime communities. Dive off a cliff. The sperm whale can dive to 1,000 meters.
Maximum.
The largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
maximum limit. The maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
a good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Spare.
Additional to what is necessary for ordinary use, verb, to give time, money, space, etc. to someone.
Examples:
spare parts. Spare cost. I made plans to spend my spare time beneficially.
Vein.
A blood vessel that carries blood from various parts of the body back to the heart, a mineral deposit or layer of rock that is contained within another rock formation.
Examples:
Spider vein, collapsed vein. The nurse inserted the needle into the vein in his arm to draw blood.
Interaction.
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples:
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
Display merchandise. Display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Pricey.
Expensive or costly, having a high price or worth.
Examples:
Pricey hotel. Pricey gift. The restaurant had pricey menu items, but the food was worth it.
Coincidence.
An occasion when two or more similar things happen at the same time by chance, in a surprising way.
Examples:
The coincidence of an opinion. By a strange coincidence. It was a pure coincidence that we met her in the library.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Adapt.
To make fit forward change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Salesperson.
A person whose job is to sell goods in a shop or directly to customers.
Examples:
A salesperson in a store. A drapery salesperson. He received the title of the best salesperson in all our branches worldwide.
Narrator.
A person who tells a story, especially in a book or film.
Examples:
First-person narrator. The narrator of the TV program. The narrator makes use of the local dialect.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Raid.
A sudden short attack, usually by soldiers, ships, or aircraft.
Examples:
Make a raid on an enemy's camp. Air raid siren. Throughout the raid, the bank robbers wore masks.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Sage.
A very wise and experienced person, a small evergreen subshrub with flat and light green leaves that has a strong smell and are used as a culinary herb.
Examples:
A sage of long ago. A sage counselor. He was famous for his sage advice to younger entrepreneurs.
Automatic.
Able to work or operate with little or no direct human control, independent of external control.
Examples:
Automatic operation. The automatic shrinking of the pupils. In passenger aircraft, it is common to use an automatic pilot during cruising.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Strengthen.
To become stronger or more effective, to make someone or something stronger or more effective.
Examples:
Strengthen the immune system. Strengthen a border patrol. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Powerhouse.
An electrical generating station, a person, organization, or thing that is extremely successful or influential.
Examples:
Powerhouse actors. Powerhouse economy. The company has become a powerhouse in the tech industry with its innovative products and services.
Diesel.
A type of heavy oil used as fuel, a vehicle or engine that uses diesel fuel.
Examples:
Diesel engine. Diesel car. Nearly all tractors operate on diesel fuel.
Generator.
A machine that produces electricity.
Examples:
Random number generator. Major revenue generator. Most data centers have emergency generators on standby at all times.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Tower.
A structure that is exceptionally high in proportion to its width and either forms part of a building or stands alone.
Examples:
A bell tower. The tower on a cliff. She is a tower of strength for our team in trouble.
Vacuum.
A space empty of matter, a device or tool used for cleaning or removing debris by creating suction.
Examples:
Vacuum cleaner. Vacuum packing. Please use the vacuum to clean up the mess on the floor.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
A capillary tube. A glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour. Enliven. To make something more interesting, active, or appealing, to give life or energy to something, often by adding new or creative elements.
Examples:
Enliven a party. Enliven a conversation. The party music helped enliven the atmosphere and get people dancing.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship. Device. A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples:
Compute an average score. Compute the value. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment. Modem. A device that converts digital signals from a computer or other electronic device into analog signals that can be transmitted over telephone or cable lines, and that converts incoming analog signals back into digital form for use by the computer or device.
Examples:
High-speed modem. Dial-up modem. The IT department secured the network by configuring the modem's firewall settings. Nation. A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Awful.
Causing fear, dread, or terror, very bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
An awful error. Do awful damage. I regretted making an awful mistake in my final exam.
Core.
The most essential or fundamental part of something.
Examples:
The core of an apple. Core business activity. These gas nebulas are merely newborn galactic cores.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Laptop.
A portable computer that is small enough to be carried around easily and used on your lap.
Examples:
Bring my laptop. Thin and light laptop. I need to finish this report by tonight, so I'll be working on my laptop all day.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Mutation.
The way in which genes of a person, plant, animal, or other organism change and produce permanent differences.
Examples:
Mutation of DNA. Hereditary mutation. Radiation often promotes genetic mutations in plants and animals.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Involvement.
The fact or condition of taking part in something, or the degree to which someone takes part in something.
Examples:
Political involvement. Involvement in criminal activity. The involvement of the local government in the project has been critical to its success.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
Passion hobby. Passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.
Stud.
A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb: to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support.
Examples:
Horse stud. Wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Broadcast.
To send out a program or some information on radio or television.
Examples:
Broadcast a concert. Broadcast a radio ad. Most of the programs are broadcast in this area.
Bust.
To break something, noun, a woman's chest, or the measurement around a woman's chest. Noun, an occasion for something excessive, such as work, eating, drinking, etc.
Examples:
Bust my leg. The bust of the statue. I'm bust with preparation for tomorrow's meeting.
Confound.
To confuse or perplex, to mix up or throw into disorder, to prove to be false or illogical.
Examples:
Confound right and wrong. Confound the problem. The unexpected events confounded the scientists, who had to rethink their hypothesis.
Mogul.
A powerful or influential person, especially in business or industry.
Examples:
Real estate mogul. Business mogul. He is a media mogul and owns several major newspapers.
Despair.
The feeling that there is no hope and you cannot do anything to improve a difficult situation.
Examples:
Despair at the future. Untold despair. His friend's death drove him to despair.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples.
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples.
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Reminiscent.
Making you remember someone or something, relating to the recall of personal interests.
Examples.
Reminiscent of ancient times. Reminiscent smile. His painting style is reminiscent of Monet's.
Commercialize.
To make something available for sale or use on a large scale.
Examples.
Commercialize my patents. Commercialize idea. The company is trying to commercialize its new product.
Arrangement.
A plan or preparation for the future event, the action or process of placing things in a particular order.
Examples.
Arrangement of the furniture. Arrangement committee. As a first arrangement, we agreed to meet the following Friday.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples.
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples.
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples.
Tax revenue. Annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Eke.
To make a living or support oneself with difficulty, or by supplementing one's income with additional work or resources. To manage or get by with what is available, often by means of careful or thrifty measures.
Examples.
Eke out a few extra dollars. Eke out a narrow victory. He managed to eke out a living by doing odd jobs.
Existence.
The state or fact of someone or something existing.
Examples.
The biggest tree in existence. The struggle for existence. He was an atheist and therefore did not believe in the existence of heaven or hell.
Emerging.
Starting to exist, mature, or become well known.
Examples:
Emerging country. Emerging technologies. Emerging technologies have dramatically improved productivity in various industries.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples:
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Jack.
A mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples:
A jack of all trades. A line and jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Kit.
A set of tools, supplies, or equipment for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Survival kit. A first aid kit. I bought a new tool kit for my home repair projects.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
Erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Glove.
A piece of clothing worn on the hand and wrist for protection against cold, dirt, etc., with separate parts for each finger.
Examples:
A right-hand glove. 5-finger glove. She was wearing a black glove.
Rub.
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
Crayon.
A stick of colored wax, charcoal, chalk, or other material used for drawing or coloring. Verb, to draw or color with crayons, which are sticks of colored wax, chalk, or charcoal used for drawing or coloring.
Examples:
Crayon drawing. Crayon her coloring books. The teacher handed out several different colored crayons to each student.
Handy.
Valuable and convenient, easy or ready to reach or use.
Examples:
A handy-sized bag. Handy tool. They found a handy place to play catch.
Dusty.
Covered with or characterized by dust, having a dry, powdery texture or appearance, having a lot of dust or dirt in the air.
Examples:
Dusty road. Dusty bookshelf. The abandoned warehouse was covered in a thick layer of dusty debris.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Assure.
To give confidence or reassurance to someone. To convince or guarantee someone that something will happen or that something is true.
Examples:
Assure safety. Assure quality. I want to assure you that you have my full support.
Discolor.
To change color or become discolored, often as a result of exposure to sunlight, chemicals, or the aging process.
Examples:
Discolor urine. Cause teeth to discolor. The sun had discolored the curtains, making them look faded.
Proprietor.
A person who owns and runs a business, especially a hotel, a shop, or a company.
Examples:
Proprietor of a business. Copyright proprietor. The proprietor of the small bakery was always friendly and welcoming.
Vendor.
A person or company that sells goods or services.
Examples:
Street vendor. Food vendor. The vendor at the market sold the freshest produce I have ever tasted.
Lock-in.
An event or situation in which people are unable to leave a specific location, such as a building or room until a particular condition is met or the time has passed.
Examples:
Lock-in period. Lock-in policy. The lock-in agreement prevented the parties from changing terms until a certain period had passed.
Enduring.
Lasting over a long period of time, able to withstand wear, decay, or damage, continuing or persistent.
Examples:
Enduring pain. Enduring legacy. The enduring love between the couple was evident in their 50th wedding anniversary celebration.
Lawsuit.
A legal action taken by one party against another in a court of law, typically seeking damages or some other form of remedy for perceived wrongs or harms suffered.
Examples:
Lawsuit settlement. File a lawsuit. The company is facing a lawsuit for its alleged discrimination against employees.
Federal.
Relating to a central government or national authority, refers to government policies, laws, or programs that are implemented at a national level rather than a state or local level.
Examples:
Federal regulations, federal funding. The federal government announced new regulations to protect the environment.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Repercussion.
An effect or consequence of something, especially an unwelcome one, of an event or action.
Examples:
The repercussion of an action. Cultural repercussion. The decision had far-reaching repercussions and affected many people.
Scandal.
An action or event regarded as morally or legally wrong and causing general public outrage.
Examples:
Scandal magazine. A corruption scandal. The political scandal rocked the nation and led to the resignation of several high-ranking officials.
Rig.
To prepare or set up something in a certain way, typically in a carefully planned or fraudulent manner, to equip with sails or masts.
Examples:
Rig an election. Rig a ship with new sails. He rigged the game so he could win the prize.
Unravel.
Undo twisted, knitted, or woven threads by separating it.
Examples:
Unravel a knit. Unravel a plot. Detectives are still attempting to unravel the mystery of his death.
Unnatural.
Not in accordance with the normal or natural order, or not normal, typical, or expected.
Examples:
Unnatural death. Unnatural disaster. The unnatural growth of the city has disrupted wildlife habitats.
Streak.
A long, narrow mark or band, typically one of a different color or texture from the surrounding surface, a brief period or run of success, luck, or behavior, a consistent pattern of behavior or a distinguishing characteristic of an individual.
Examples:
Streak of luck. Gold streak. He had a streak of stubbornness that made him difficult to work with.
Medium.
Of a size, amount, or level that is average or intermediate. Noun, a means or instrumentality for storing or communicating information.
Examples:
Medium color. An advertising medium. The medium-sized shirt fits him perfectly.
Prophet.
A person believed to have an extraordinary power that can understand God's will.
Examples:
False prophet. Words of the prophet. In this tribe, people believed the prophet would save them from many calamities.
Marshal.
A military officer of high rank or a person in charge of organizing or leading a parade or public event, a law enforcement official or officer responsible for maintaining order and enforcing regulations. Verb, to organize, arrange, or gather together resources, information, or people in a deliberate and systematic manner.
Examples:
Marshal the books into their proper places. Deputy marshal. The event organizer appointed a professional marshal to manage the flow of traffic.
Era.
A period that is distinct from others, typically in history.
Examples:
Dawn of a new era. The era of the Renaissance. Political corruption was common throughout the post-war era.
Pervasive.
Spreading or existing throughout every part of a thing or place.
Examples:
Pervasive language. The pervasive odor of garlic. Suspicion and worry were pervasive in our minds.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples:
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Misunderstand.
To interpret or understand something in the wrong way.
Examples:
Misunderstand each other. Misunderstand entirely about her. You should not misunderstand the meaning of freedom.
Substitute.
A person or thing acting or serving instead of another one. Verb, to act as a something or someone instead of another one.
Examples:
Substitute coffee. Substitute teacher. I substitute skim milk for regular milk because we are on a strict diet.
Sphere.
A round object or geometric shape that is three-dimensional and symmetrical around a central point, a particular aspect or scope of life or activity.
Examples:
Sphere of influence. Business sphere. The sphere of the Earth is divided into several layers, including the crust, mantle, and core.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Enlighten.
To give someone greater knowledge or understanding about a particular subject or situation, often in a spiritual or moral sense.
Examples:
Enlighten legions of people. Enlighten other countries. The teacher sought to enlighten her students by introducing them to new ideas and perspectives.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Harmony.
The combination of simultaneous musical notes to produce a pleasing effect, an attractive combination of related things and their properties.
Examples:
A harmony of colors. Break a harmony. We worked in perfect harmony.
Column.
One of the vertical blocks that split content on a page or screen from top to bottom, an upright pillar that often supports an arch, entablature, or other structure or stands alone as a monument.
Examples:
The spinal column. A column of water. The newspaper devoted several columns to the affair.
Affair.
Event, situation, or subject that is significant from a political or public perspective, a secretive or illicit sexual relationship.
Examples:
Current affairs. Domestic affairs. Some critics say this exhibition will be a big affair.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Expression.
The act of conveying thoughts, feelings, or ideas using words, facial expressions, body language, or art, a look or gesture that conveys a particular emotion or mood.
Examples:
Artistic expression. Expression of interest. His facial expression showed a mix of surprise and confusion.
Aspiration.
A strong desire to achieve something, the action or process of drawing breath.
Examples:
No aspiration for fame. Aspiration into the lungs. He has an aspiration to become a doctor.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Correspondent.
A person who writes news reports for publication or broadcast.
Examples:
A foreign correspondent. Correspondent bank. The special correspondent reported live from the front line of the conflict.
Counterculture.
A subculture whose values and norms of behavior differ substantially from those of mainstream society, often in opposition to it.
Examples:
Counterculture movement. Counterculture art. The counterculture of the 1960s rejected the social norms of the time.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position, noun, social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples:
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Midst.
The middle part of people or things.
Examples:
In the midst of the crowd. In the midst of a scandal. He remained serene in the midst of turbulence.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Concert.
A musical performance given in public by one or more players or singers.
Examples:
Have a concert again. A benefit concert. This artist always packs the concert halls.
Artificial.
Not natural and made by human beings, not real, but produced to resemble something.
Examples:
Artificial flowers. Artificial environment. The artificial intelligence system has revolutionized the way we live and work.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Bubble.
A thin, round, An often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Peninsula.
A long piece of land that is almost surrounded by water but is linked to a larger part of the land.
Examples:
The tip of the peninsula. The Arab Peninsula. That peninsula was an essential base for the country's defense.
Leak.
To allow liquid or gas to get in or out from a hole or crack in a pipe or container.
Examples:
Leak data. Leak a classified memo. He leaked serious accounting irregularities that only people in the company's executive could know.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Literally.
In the real or original meaning of a word or phrase, in a literal sense or way, not figuratively.
Examples:
Translate literally. Bite his tongue literally. He literally jumped out of his chair when he heard the news.
Grateful.
Feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness, thankful.
Examples:
A grateful breeze. Put a grateful expression. She was grateful for the help he provided.
Parlor.
A room in a house used for socializing or entertaining guests, often furnished with comfortable seating and decorative accents.
Examples:
Parlor game. Beauty parlor. The family gathered in the parlor to celebrate their grandmother's 90th birthday.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Ferment.
To experience a chemical change or action that results in the production of alcohol or effervescence of gases. Noun, a state of agitated activity or change, especially in the context of social or political movements.
Examples:
Ferment sugar into ethanol. Political ferment. The dough was left to ferment overnight to give the bread its distinctive flavor.
Microprocessor.
A computer component containing all the functions of the central processing unit.
Examples:
Microprocessor chip. Dedicated microprocessor. As a result of improvements in microprocessor performance, many consumer electronics products are now internet connected.
Establishment.
A business or organization, especially a well-established one, the act of starting or forming something that is meant to last for a long time.
Examples:
Run a large establishment. Establishment of a new government. The community celebrated the establishment of the new school.
Ethos.
The set of beliefs and attitudes that belong to a particular community, nation, ideology, or a person.
Examples:
Ethos of science. Corporate ethos. Medical students need to acquire not only knowledge, but also a professional ethos of a doctor.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Paradigm.
A standard or typical example of something, a pattern or model.
Examples:
Major paradigm shift. Cultural paradigm. He postulated a completely different paradigm to explain all these phenomena.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Compelling.
Arousing strong and irresistible interest, attention, or admiration.
Examples:
Tell a compelling story. New and compelling evidence. His compelling presentation deeply moved everyone.
Lyric.
The words of a pop song.
Examples:
Lyrics of a song, lyric poetry. He embedded the strong will in this lyric.
Dorm.
A residence hall or building that provides living quarters for students or other occupants, typically on a college or university campus.
Examples:
Dorm room. Living in a dorm can be a great way to meet new people when you're in college.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
Leap to a conclusion. Leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Territory.
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
Acquire territory. Territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Silicon.
A chemical element with the symbol C that is a hard, brittle crystalline solid with a blue-gray metallic luster and used for the transistors and integrated circuit chips in computers.
Examples:
Silicon wafer. Crystalline silicon. Silicon is the second most abundant element on Earth after oxygen.
Valley.
A long depression on the surface of the land, which typically contains a river.
Examples:
Valley bottom. Basin-shaped valley. The valley had received a mild snowfall the previous week.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Predecessor.
A person who held a position or office before the current holder.
Examples:
The words of a predecessor. Predecessor model. The new CEO is the predecessor of the former CEO.
Hyperlink.
A reference or link in a digital document that a user can click or tap to go directly to a different location in the same document, or to an entirely different document or website.
Examples:
Clickable hyperlink. Broken hyperlink. Include a hyperlink in your blog post to direct readers to additional resources.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Hook.
A curved device used for suspending, holding, or pulling something, especially one attached to a surface for hanging things on, a sharp curve or crook.
Examples:
A hat hook. The curved shape of a hook. Please hang your towel on a hook.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Database.
A large amount of data stored in a computer system in such a way that it can be searched and updated easily.
Examples:
Database administrator, employee database. Each country's officials can access the central database.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
Complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Script.
A written text of a film, play, broadcast, or speech, something written by hand.
Examples:
A hand script. The script of a play. The archaeologist found a hieratic Egyptian script on a stone monument.
Brochure.
A small book or pamphlet advertising a product, service, or place of interest.
Examples:
Company brochure. Informative brochure. The travel agency provided us with a brochure outlining the city's attractions.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Disc.
A flat, circular plate, typically made of metal, glass, or plastic, used for storing data or playing music.
Examples:
Disk drive. Disk space. The computer's hard disk was full, so she had to delete some files.
Stack.
A pile of something arranged or laid one on top of another, a large tall chimney through which combustion gases and smoke can be evacuated.
Examples:
High stack. A large stack of paper. The earthquake caused a stack of lumber to crumble noisily.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
Suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Subversive.
Intended to undermine or overthrow a system, authority, or established order through an intentional effort to cause disruption or to challenge the existing norms or beliefs. Noun, a person or thing intended to undermine the power or authority of an established system or institution.
Examples:
Subversive elements. Subversive literature. The artwork was criticized for its subversive theme that undermined religious beliefs.
Bald.
Having no hair on the head, having a smooth, shiny scalp with no hair.
Examples:
Bald head. Become bald. He is completely bald, having lost all his hair due to chemotherapy.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Mash.
To crush or grind something into a soft, wet, pulpy mass. To talk or behave amorously, without serious intentions. Noun, a mixture of crushed malt grains and hot water.
Examples:
Mash his words. Potato mash. She mashed the potatoes with a fork until they were smooth and creamy.
Confine.
To restrict the movement of someone or something.
Examples:
Confine themselves solely. Confine the scope of use. The animal was confined in a small cage.
Upset.
Causing or marked by anxiety, uneasiness, trouble, or grief. Verb, to make someone anxious, unhappy, or angry.
Examples:
Get upset. Have an upset stomach. He was awfully upset by the news.
App.
Abbreviation for application, software designed to run on smartphones and other mobile devices or inside a web browser on a PC.
Examples:
Killer app. Cannot log into the app. The discovery of a critical bug caused the company to delay the app's release.
Instrumental.
Of, relating to, or performed on musical instruments, useful or important in achieving a purpose.
Examples:
Instrumental in solving the crime. Instrumental music. The instrumental role of technology in modern society cannot be overstated.
Heading.
A title, caption, or heading that introduces or summarizes the content of a written or printed document, the direction or course in which something is moving or heading.
Examples:
Chapter heading. Heading font. She carefully reviewed the heading of each section before diving into the research paper.
Popularize.
To make something more widely known, accepted, or adopted by the general public. To present or promote something in a way that increases its popularity or appeal.
Examples:
Popularize a new fashion trend. Popularize a scientific concept. The celebrity's endorsement helped popularize the new clothing line.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Pyramid.
A polyhedron having a polygonal base and triangular sides with a common vertex, a massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides, begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Pyramid architecture. A truncated pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids consist of a vast number of blocks.
Colosseum.
Also Colosseum, a large amphitheater, equals an open-air venue used for entertainment, performances, and sports, in Rome, whose construction was begun by Vespasian about AD 75 or 80.
Examples:
Build a Colosseum for gladiators. Colosseum area. Rome's Colosseum gets busy in peak season.
Subway.
An underground railway system, typically in a city.
Examples:
Subway train. Rapid transit subway. He took the subway to work every day to avoid traffic congestion.
Din.
A loud, confused noise, a loud, persistent racket.
Examples:
Din of traffic. Mighty din. The din of the city was overwhelming.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
modern poetry, pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Human-made.
Created or produced by humans, artificial.
Examples:
Human-made climate change. The worst human-made disaster. The bridge is a human-made structure and was built to span the river.
Pale.
Having skin that is very light-colored, lacking in vitality or interest or effectiveness.
Examples:
A pale complexion. Pale pink. She turned pale when she heard the news.
Insignificance.
The quality or state of being unimportant, trivial, or having little or no significance, lack of importance or influence.
Examples:
Insignificance criteria. Down to insignificance. He felt a sense of insignificance in the presence of the great writers at the conference.
Completion.
The act or process of finishing something that you are doing or making, the state of being finished.
Examples:
A completion ceremony. Scheduled completion date. The mayor announced that the renovation of the city hall is now nearing completion.
Magnificent.
Extremely beautiful and impressive, grand or noble in thought or deed.
Examples:
A magnificent plan. A magnificent mountain. The magnificent scene of the glacier is awe-inspiring.
Accomplishment.
The successful completion of a task or goal, an ability that has been acquired by training.
Examples:
Proud of his accomplishments. The accomplishment of a social goal. Graduating from college was a major accomplishment for her.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Superhighway.
A large, wide road designed for high-speed traffic.
Examples:
6-lane superhighway. A toll gate of a superhighway. The university provides a wireless internet superhighway to its students.
Paranoid.
Unreasonably or obsessively believing that other people do not like you or want to harm you.
Examples:
Paranoid about issues. Paranoid disorder. A paranoid person may have delusions that people want to harm.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
a politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Highway.
A main road, especially one connecting major towns or cities.
Examples:
Highway system. An interstate highway. I'm going to take the highway to get to my destination faster.
Recall.
To remember something.
Examples:
Recall the incident. Recall his name. She vividly recalls getting laid off several years ago.
Marvel.
Someone something that causes feelings of wonder or surprise.
Examples:
A marvel of beauty. Technical marvel. The space shuttle is a modern engineering marvel.
Rut.
A long track or groove worn into the ground, typically by the repeated passage of wheels or other heavy objects, a fixed, boring or monotonous routine or course of action.
Examples:
Falling into a rut. Boring routine rut. The company seems stuck in a rut and needs to try something new.
Trail.
A path or track roughly through a countryside, mountain, or forest area, often made or used for a particular purpose. Verb, to lag or linger behind.
Examples:
A warm trail. Follow the trail. The storm left a trail of destruction behind it.
Blaze.
To burst into flame or light up intensely, to move in a trailblazing manner, to shine brightly or conspicuously.
Examples:
Blaze a trail. Blaze with fury. The forest fire continued to blaze out of control, threatening nearby homes.
Graham.
A type of flour made from whole wheat that has had the bran and germ removed and is often used to make crackers or cookies. A cracker made with this type of flour.
Examples:
Graham bread. Graham flour. I enjoyed my camping trip with friends, toasting marshmallows over a glowing graham cracker.
Incredulous.
Unwilling or unable to believe something, skeptical, doubtful.
Examples:
Incredulous stare. Voice of incredulous disbelief. The audience was incredulous at the magician's trick, trying to figure out how he did it.
Stir.
To mix a liquid or substance by using a spoon or something similar. To cause to be agitated, excited, or roused.
Examples:
Stir a sauce. Stir up controversy. Topics related to that war may stir up a political hornet's nest.
Prospect.
The possibility or likelihood of something happening or being successful, A person or thing that is likely to succeed or become popular. A potential customer or client. Verb, to explore for useful or valuable things or substances, such as minerals.
Examples:
Prospect for gold. Job prospects. The prospect of starting a new business can be both exciting and daunting.
Buck.
A male deer, a unit of currency, especially the US dollar. A sudden jolt or movement. A young man. Verb, to resist or oppose something, such as an authority, trend, or convention.
Examples:
Buck the trend. Extra buck. I spotted a majestic buck with large antlers standing at the forest's edge.
Advertise.
To draw attention to something such as a product, service, or event in public, to encourage people to buy, use, or attend it.
Examples:
Advertise the campaign. Advertise on social media. We want to advertise our company through your media.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Momentum.
The force or power that is gained by a moving object, a strength or impetus gained through a process of development or activity.
Examples:
Angular momentum. Momentum toward democracy. The team gained momentum after scoring their first goal.
Breakup.
The end of a relationship between persons or nations. The separation of something into several pieces or sections.
Examples:
A breakup hug. Air breakup. He got over the big breakup with his wife.
Stimulus.
Something that causes growth or arouses action.
Examples:
A response to a stimulus. Economic stimulus. This book provides children with ideas and a stimulus for outside recreation.
Deregulation.
The process of reducing or removing government regulations and restrictions in a particular industry or sector, often to promote competition and reduce costs.
Examples:
Deregulation of the economy. Aviation deregulation. The government's deregulation of the telecommunications industry led to increased competition.
Regulation.
An official rule made and maintained by a government or some other authority. The act of controlling or directing something according to a rule.
Examples:
A company regulation. Regulation by the government. The regulation approved by Congress was perfunctorily implemented.
Ridiculous.
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples:
a ridiculous amount of money. A ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
Unwieldy.
Challenging to move or handle because of its size, shape, or weight, difficult to manage or organize because of its enormity or complexity.
Examples:
unwieldy amount of information. Unwieldy rules and regulations. A piano is an unwieldy thing to get down a flight of stairs.
Accountant.
A person whose job is to keep financial records and accounts for a person or organization.
Examples:
audit by accountant. Accountant report. The associate accountant carefully reviewed the company's financial records.
Geek.
A person who is highly interested and knowledgeable about a particular subject or field, often to the point of being obsessed.
Examples:
airplane geek. Geek enthusiast. He was a computer geek and spent all his free time coding.
Backroom.
A private or secret room or office, especially one used for carrying out secretive or illegal activities. The behind-the-scenes workings of a business, organization, or political system. Adjective, done or happening behind the scenes, out of public view, or in a private or secretive manner.
Examples:
the boys in the backroom. Backroom negotiations. The manager held a secret meeting in the backroom to discuss the new project.
Fracas.
A noisy disturbance, quarrel, or brawl, a chaotic or disorderly situation characterized by loud and aggressive behavior.
Examples:
violent fracas. Drunken fracas. The public outcry over the controversial decision led to chaotic fracas outside the courthouse.
Lingua.
A Latin word that means tongue, a language used for communication, the organ in the mouth used for tasting, speaking, and swallowing.
Examples:
a lingua franca. Lingua fissurata. The school offered classes in several different linguae, including French, Spanish, and Mandarin.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Sector.
A distinct part or division of something, often used to refer to a segment of an economy or industry, an area or field of work or activity.
Examples:
Industrial sector, private sector. The technology sector is constantly evolving and innovating.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Gourmet.
Relating to high-quality food, especially that which is prepared with great skill and care, referring to someone who has refined or discerning taste in food.
Examples:
Gourmet techniques. Gourmet coffee. The hotel boasts a gourmet restaurant that serves only the finest foods and wines.
Pet.
An animal that you have at home as a companion and treated kindly.
Examples:
A pet bird. A teacher's pet. I have a parrot as a pet.
Decor.
The arrangement and style of the furniture, art, and other items in a room or building, used to create a particular atmosphere or aesthetic.
Examples:
Tropical decor. Decor styles. The decor of the restaurant gave it a cozy and inviting feel.
Investor.
Someone who puts money or capital into something to gain financial returns.
Examples:
Investor lawsuit. A real estate investor. Institutional investors refrained from buying stocks amid the booming economy.
Flock.
A gathering of sheep, goats, or birds.
Examples:
Flock of sheep. Flock of spectator. When a flock of birds flies in, the hunt begins.
Bet.
To risk money on the result of an event or a competition, such as a race or game, to get more money, to have faith or confidence in something.
Examples:
Bet on a race. Bet my future. I bet that you know it.
Stake.
A share or financial investment in something such as a business, a wooden or metal post set up to mark something.
Examples:
Execution by burning at a stake. By the company's stake. The stake of the company is too high nowadays.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Phonograph.
An early sound reproducing machine that plays audio recordings, typically in the form of cylindrical or disc-shaped records, often referred to as an early version of the record player or gramophone.
Examples:
Antique phonograph, portable phonograph. My grandparents used to listen to their favorite songs on the vinyl phonograph.
.com.
A company or business that primarily operates on the internet or has a web-based presence, particularly during the late 1990s and early 2000s when the internet was a new and rapidly growing industry.
Examples:
Successful.com, .com millionaire. The dot-com boom of the late 1990s changed the landscape of the tech industry forever.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Formidable.
Causing fear, apprehension, or awe, difficult to deal with or overcome, capable of inspiring respect or admiration.
Examples:
Formidable challenge. Formidable competitor. The mountain range was a formidable obstacle for the hikers.
Connectivity.
The state or quality of being connected or interconnected, the ability of devices, systems, or networks to communicate with and exchange information with each other.
Examples:
Digital connectivity. Global connectivity. The hotel offers high-speed internet connectivity for all its guests.
Odd.
Strange or unexpected, not divisible by two.
Examples:
In an odd way. Odd behavior. His grandfather was an odd man.
Headline.
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Attract.
To draw or entice someone or something towards them through the qualities they have, especially positive ones.
Examples:
Attract attention. Attract customers. The government is eager to attract international investment.
Striking.
Interesting and distinctive enough to draw notice, exceedingly appealing, frequently in an odd manner.
Examples:
striking innovation, striking evidence. The two plays have a number of striking parallels.
Operator:
a person who uses and controls machinery or equipment, a mathematical symbol used to perform calculations.
Examples:
operator error, an elevator operator. The operator of the machine must follow strict safety protocols.
Labor:
productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
seasonal labor, manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Dispute:
a disagreement, argument, or controversy between two people, groups, or countries, especially a formal one.
Examples:
a legal dispute over the title. Dispute settlement. The dispute over the ownership of the land has been ongoing for years.
Sympathy:
the feeling of pity or compassion for someone else's suffering or misfortune, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another.
Examples:
artificial sympathy, sympathy for the victims. I feel deep sympathy for those who lost their homes and possessions in the natural disaster.
Property:
a thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
a man of property, chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Sponsor:
to provide funds for a particular event, program, individual, etc., as a way of advertising.
Examples:
sponsor a contest, sponsor a local group. Our company sponsors numerous disabled athletes.
Award:
a prize or other mark of recognition given in honor of an achievement.
Examples:
award ceremony, participation award. He won the award for Best Actor at the film festival.
Cancel:
to decide that a previously scheduled activity will not take place.
Examples:
cancel a class, cancel a free subscription trial. When customers cancel their reservations, they lose the deposit they made.
Gloat:
to express or feel great pleasure or satisfaction in one's success or good fortune, often at the expense of others, to rub in or show off in a boastful or taunting manner.
Examples:
gloat over my success, gloat with satisfaction. After winning the championship, he couldn't help but gloat about his victory to his opponents.
Schizophrenia:
A severe mental disorder in which a person has a distorted view of reality and may experience hallucinations, delusions, and disordered thinking and behavior.
Examples:
schizophrenia spectrum disorder, schizophrenia treatment. The schizophrenia patient was experiencing severe auditory hallucinations.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Globalization.
The process by which economies, societies, and cultures around the world become increasingly integrated and interconnected through the rapid exchange of goods, services, ideas, and people across international borders.
Examples:
the rapid pace of globalization. Globalization trend. The spread of popular culture worldwide is an example of cultural globalization.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Animation.
The technique of photographing successive drawings or positions of puppets or models to create an illusion of movement when the film is shown as a sequence. Enthusiasm and energy in the way you look or behave.
Examples:
animation studio. Animation film. The animation of the characters in the movie was so realistic, and it was as if they were there.
Preceding.
Occurring or coming before something or somebody in time or order, previous or former.
Examples:
preceding paragraph. Preceding year. During the preceding quarter, the company experienced significant growth.
Primary.
First or highest in rank, order, or importance, most fundamental or essential, pertaining to the initial or introductory stage of something, such as a school year or election cycle.
Examples:
primary school. Primary education. The primary cause of the accident was due to the icy road conditions.
Terror.
Intense fear, a state of intense fear or alarm.
Examples:
terror attack, terror group. The bomb blast spread terror among the people.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur, billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
Announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The third season of the anime show has been announced.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Curiosity.
A strong desire to know or learn about something.
Examples:
Boundless curiosity. Satisfy my intellectual curiosity. We are motivated by curiosity rather than necessity.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero. Songwriter. A person who writes songs, particularly lyrics, and music for popular music or other genres.
Examples:
Songwriter's album. Folk songwriter. The aspiring songwriter spent hours every day composing and practicing his music.
Ally.
A country that has officially agreed to assist and support another country, particularly in the event of a war.
Examples:
Close ally. Ally with a company. Our country is a traditional ally of England.
Purple.
Of a color intermediate between red and blue.
Examples:
Deep purple. Purple sweet potatoes. The plant has a stunning purple blossom.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples:
In samba rhythm. Irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Blues.
A style of music characterized by its melancholic and soulful qualities, often featuring vocals, guitar, or harmonica, a feeling of sadness or despondency.
Examples:
Post-holiday blues. The blues genre. I love listening to the blues when I need to relax and unwind.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Spam.
Unwanted email, usually of advertising material, sent out in bulk.
Examples:
Receive a spam email. Anti-spam technology. You can remove spam messages with special software.
Tremendous.
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact, extremely good.
Examples:
Tremendous amount. Tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday.
Clash.
A fight or argument between two groups of people, a loud noise caused by striking against something.
Examples:
A clash of viewpoints. A clash between the two task forces. Her dress was a disturbing clash of colors.
Unaware.
Not understanding something or having knowledge or idea of something.
Examples:
Entirely unaware of the danger. Unaware of the reality. He was unaware of the scrutiny.
Novel.
An extended fictional work in prose, usually in the form of a story, adjective, original and of a kind not seen before.
Examples:
Historical novel. Novel effect. The novel has largely gotten positive feedback.
Observable.
That can be noticed or seen.
Examples.
Observable change. Experimentally observable. Any theorem relies on both observable fact and assumption.
Noticeable.
Easily observed or detected, capable of attracting attention or being noticed.
Examples.
Noticeable difference. Noticeable improvement. The changes in her behavior were noticeable after she started practicing meditation.
Rough.
Not quite exact or correct, having or caused by an irregular surface.
Examples.
Rough and tough. Rough estimation. The vehicle bounced along the rough mountain road.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples.
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Particle.
A small piece of something, a word or piece of a term with grammatical function, but little or no significance.
Examples.
Charged particle. Particle energy. We can calculate the position of the particles statistically.
Bat.
A nocturnal animal with wings that flies and feeds at night, similar to a mouse, a piece of wood with a handle used for hitting the ball in sports including baseball, cricket, and table tennis.
Examples.
Bat cave. Bat an eye. The cave was a habitat for bats.
Forth.
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples.
Bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples.
Artistic Renaissance. Industrial Renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples.
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Merger.
The process of two or more companies joining together and becoming one entity, often to improve their competitive position or achieve synergies in operations or distribution.
Examples.
Merger talks. Financial merger. The merger between the two companies resulted in a stronger market position.